Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. AITA for asking my BF to stop sharing everything with my sister? Not the a-hole. Hi, I'm 24F and have been dating my boyfriend, 26 meters, for 5 years now. We grew up together as neighbors and were friends for a couple years before dating. I love him so much, and I want to marry him. His family is great and I adore them all, and he's great with my family too. He also formed a great relationship with my sister, 21F. The issue is that I think their bond is too close. My BF and I live together, but he spends a lot of time with her. Although I am sort of busy, I'm currently in grad school for engineering, so I have to go to my classes. My BF works full time. My sister is currently taking a gap year, but that 1 year has extended from when she was 18. She comes over when I'm in seminars/classes. They have tons of inside jokes and share the same sense of humor and taste in movies. It makes me feel left out, but when I try to include myself they both stop being so enthusiastic and act like it's super awkward to have me there. My sister and I were close growing up but started drifting when I went to uni. When my BF isn't there and I talk to her, she becomes kinda cold and sometimes says rude things. Once she told me to my face that I'm not good enough for him and that he deserves better, which made me cry for a couple days. He also gets her gifts for the most random achievements, like he got her a present for making it through the week even though she doesn't do anything. She isn't currently working or trying to pursue a hobby or interest, she's just taking it easy, her own words. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad my BF and my sister are friends, but my major problem is that my BF tells her everything. Literally everything. He tells her things he doesn't tell me, and talks to her about me and our relationship. She knows all our issues and good parts, to a level of detail that I wouldn't even tell my closest friends or parents. She even knows the grades I got on my midterms/finals and what I think about my manager. I work part-time to contribute to our apartment, but I also get paid for my research which goes towards our needs as well, which I feel is unnecessary for her to know since I didn't tell her myself. I asked him to step back a bit and stop telling her things about me and our relationship, but he was shocked and told me that I'm an asshole for even requesting it. Now I feel guilty, so AITA? Edit, holy crap, this blew up. Thank you all for your responses and advice, you've literally made me reconsider everything that I thought I knew. The consensus is that there is something shady going on with my BF and my sister, which just makes me want to vomit. I'm now reading into every interaction and conversation and I feel so naive for not noticing the red flags. I'm going to take your guys' suggestions and set up some nanny cams in my apartment. Either way, it'll be good security. If nothing happens, then it'll be reassuring, and if something does happen, well, I'll deal with that after. I'm going to drive to the store right now to pick up the cameras. I'll try to update soon, hopefully with positive news. Edit, hi everyone, I have an update. For some reason I can't figure out how to post an actual update, and get mod approval and all that, so if you guys know how, please educate me. I'm so sorry, I should be smarter than this but I'm a bit out of it right now, embarrassed smiley face. If I don't end up figuring it out I'll just update on this post, but I'd like to make one of those cool update posts if possible. Thanks everyone again for your advice and support. Edit, the mods helped me out. Thanks guys, I'll type up my update right now, so look out for it. The whole time I'm reading this post, all I keep thinking is, so who gonna tell her? NTA. Op, you might want to start prepping/planning for the inevitable blow up that is coming your way. NTA. Sorry sweetie, but you need to wake up to the fact that they're having some sort of affair. The fact that is awkward when you're around should tell you something. Let me ask if he has inside jokes with you or buy you gifts just because. If he treats your sister better than you, then that tells you all you need to know. Run. NTA. You asked him not to share your life so much with her and he ignored it. That right there is the reason to dump him. There's no way you can build a good life with someone that doesn't respect your wishes or your privacy, no matter how much you like him and his family. NTA. Your boyfriend is ducking your sister. NTA, but this relationship is definitely crossing boundaries, even if they aren't actively fooling around. Which I highly suspect. I'm close with my brother-in-law, we send each other snaps, enjoy similar things, etc. but it's like, stupid pet pictures, memes, etc. nothing personal. Never anything I wouldn't want my sister to see, and often things I send and say, hey, show sis. They've been together a long time and I truly feel like I gained a brother. I don't think there's anything wrong with them having a relationship, but not this way. Anyone else think he's double dipping with the sister? NTA, he is 100% into her. NTA. You should buy one of those hidden cameras that look like a toy, just to double check that they're just friends. I'd be interested to see if your class gets cancelled one day and you come home early. Hun, he is doing a lot more than telling her things. 100% guaranteed. And not really even trying to hide it. NTA. Sounds like you're the third wheel in this situationship. NTA, it could potentially be an affair. Or an emotional affair. But it could also be that your sister is just struggling more than she's letting you know, and he's trying to protect her. The fact that you've known each other your entire lives means that your sister has as much claim on him as a childhood friend as you do, and his relationship to her exists independently of his relationship with you. Are they acting like childhood friends or something else, I guess is what you really have to ask yourself. NTA. You feel like a third wheel because you are. My ex had an affair with a co-worker who pretended to be my friend. There was one point where we were hanging out and I was cooking and I looked at the two of them and felt like I was the mom cooking for my son and his girlfriend and not the wife cooking for my husband and our friend. In hindsight I know why. NTA. It's okay to ask for boundaries. Needing personal boundaries does not make you an asshole. Let's say your BF and sister are completely platonic, and have never thought of each other in a romantic or sexual way. The amount of emotional intimacy between them and the way it seems to overshadow your bond with your BF and with your sister, is a big problem. There's such a thing as emotional cheating. Both of them should be supportive of your relationship's health, and that includes leaving some space for you and your boyfriend to organically evolve your own bond without her involvement. I don't know how that could happen, given that she's made herself sort of an extension of your relationship. Girl, do the triangular flag on post, triangular flag on post, red flags, triangular flag on post, triangular flag on post, need to beat you over the head before you open your eyes and see the truth. Your boyfriend and sister are having an affair. You need to confront them, then kick them both to the curb. NTA. Get a camera, stick it in your apartment and go from there. I don't want to say they are screwing, but I would probably bet that they are. My sister basically married a male version of me, so we get along really well, but there are lines you do not cross, and that right there is way too frickin' close for comfort. NTA, and I agree with everyone who says you need to take a step back and reevaluate, maybe even hire a PI to alleviate any fears of an actual affair, because all I'm seeing there are red flags. NTA, the way your boyfriend reacted, it's like your sister is his girlfriend, not you. He's telling you that you're the problem when he's crossed the line with giving so much detail about your life, like test scores, etc. Their BFF relationship is being prioritized over your very reasonable request for some privacy. Your sister saying your boyfriend could do better than you, was that when you're fighting? What would even prompt her to make a comment like that? Your boyfriend could be certifiably the best man in the world, but he's showing more loyalty to another woman over you. I think you need to do some accounting in your life. Again, just because he's great, if he's not great to you, then he doesn't need to be your boyfriend. Oh dear. I am so sorry, but sounds like he is her BF, not yours, crying face. NTA, so many red flags. If your BF was in love with you as much as you are in love with him, he would be giving you little gifts, he would be booting out the sister when you come home, it would not be awkward when you walk in the door. Someone in love with another wants to make their life better. When a couple has truly formed a bond, it's 1 + 1 = 4, you are better people together than apart. While every relationship has its troubles and drama, each spouse should be happy to see each other. Your home should be your safe space where the two of you are happy, content, etc. with each other even when you are irritated or downright angry with your spouse. You need to sit down with your BF and have a serious talk about what you are seeing and how it makes you feel. This isn't about stop sharing, this is about how I feel, like the third wheel in this relationship. If he truly cares and loves you, he will see that you are hurt and want to fix it or work with you to fix it. If he is defensive or dismissive, is that someone you want to spend the rest of your life with? Everyone in a relationship has friends that they hang out with or confide things in when they need a third opinion. You should be the primary friend and confidant. Sure, there are some things that he may only discuss with his other friends, e.g. football or gaming, but his eye should light up when you come into the room. Your sister also told you you are bad for him. Given how much time she is spending with him, it appears that she has crossed a line and broken the girl code. What you are seeing or perceiving when you come home is your sister and your boyfriend building a bond that you expected to have with your boyfriend. Your spidey sense is telling you there is something wrong with this picture. And you need to dig until you get to the truth. Spot on. Update. Hi guys. Okay, so I know a lot of you are wanting an update. Unfortunately the mods denied it, but I think I'm allowed to post it here in the comments. Also, yes, I lost access to my account, which is why I have a new one, but I'll explain that afterwards. Here's what happened. Hi everyone, I have an update. Unfortunately it's a bad one, but, fortunately, I didn't have to wait very long to get it. So the last update I posted was before I went to go get some nanny cams. I set up the cams in hidden spots in our bedroom and living room area in our apartment. Today happens to be my birthday, yay for 25, and D, my close friend, 25F, wanted to take me for a day trip yesterday. My BF agreed and said that we'd do something the next day, on my birthday. I told him I'd be out from about 8 AM and I'd be home by 8 or 9 PM, after D and I finished dinner. D took me out, but she noticed I was feeling a bit off. I was still thinking about the overwhelming number of responses telling me that something shady was going on. I ended up spilling everything while we were eating lunch. D was outraged on my behalf and agreed that something was off. She asked if I wanted to cut our day short and drop back home to see if anything was happening, and convinced me by saying that it's better to find out today than tomorrow. Yes, I realize we could have just checked the nanny cams, but for some reason we forgot about them at the moment. I'm kind of glad I didn't check, because I would have started ugly crying in public. I'm guessing most of you know what happened. It's so predictable. I'm kicking myself afterwards for not realizing. We drove back home around 4 PM. I caught them literally in the act. Why were they doing it at 4 PM? I don't even know. I just kind of stood there with my arms folded and I hoped with a badass resting bitch face on, although maybe it was more a trying not to cry face. My BF gave me a whole "it was an accident" spiel. I just ignored him and started packing my things. Thank God our lease was up for renewal within the month. He begged me and eventually yelled at me for packing up. The funny thing is, I bought most of the furniture and supplies. So, me being slightly petty, packed as much as I could. D helped me and we loaded everything up in her car. We left some stuff that couldn't fit, but I'll go back for that later. The whole time, my sister was sitting stoically wrapped in a robe on my couch, my poor couch. We went back to D's house and I had a breakdown. D, the angel that she is, provided me with ice cream and fuzzy blankets. My BF spammed me with calls and texts, ranging from "I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, it was only one time" to "this wasn't my fault, you should have been home more." Predictable. We decided to check the recordings, and lo and behold, It was definitely not just once. I am really sad that the sister who used to bake cupcakes and do karaoke with me could betray me this badly. My BF, well, he was my first, and in hindsight, he didn't really contribute much anyways. I spent yesterday kind of rotating through being devastated, angry, and self-righteous, but today deep hampered me all day, so it wasn't so bad. Thanks for everyone's support, and I hope that everyone has a good day. So after I wrote this all up and sent it to the mods, I went back to enjoying the rest of my birthday, and D kept me distracted. I left my second laptop. It's an old, slow laptop, and when I upgraded, I still kept it at my apartment. Turns out I had my email and stuff still signed in my, now ex, BF messed with it, and I lost access to my emails and the original throwaway Reddit account. But I did send what I had written to myself beforehand, so that's why I can update here. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see this, but I hope you can. Edit. Also, I forgot to add, but I wrote up the actual update portion 2 days ago. Lol, it's not my birthday anymore, but yeah, hopefully that puts it in context. Currently I've been staying with my friend, and I've blocked both my ex-BF and my ex-sister. To be honest, it's a huge weight off my back, and I know this won't affect me forever. Hi up, make sure you hold on to the nanny cam footage in case your parents and any mutual friends decide to make a stink. Carrot this. If your sister decides to dig herself in a deeper hole and lie, you have proof. I'm so sorry op, but I'm so glad you found out before something serious such as marriage or children. Your sister and ex are assholes that deserve each other. I hope you tell your family as well. I can't believe how awful they are. I wish you success and happiness. Also, happy birthday. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I know this wasn't the outcome you hoped for, but your life is much better off without either one. What your sister did was lower than low. I don't see how anyone can look at their siblings so and see a potential sex partner. So sorry to hear this. At least you know now. If I were you, I would never forgive my ex-sister or ex-boyfriend or ever talk to either of them again. They don't deserve to be in your life. I am so sorry. I'm so happy for you that you cut both of them out of your life. And I'm sure you look like a badass bitch doing it all. Smile. Edit. Also, happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday. I'm glad you have a good friend and now know the truth. Since the families are so close, how did they respond? I'm hoping they are there to support you as well. Sending well wishes. I feel like a ghoul for asking, but I am really curious about how your family is reacting to this. Obviously, you owe us internet strangers nothing, but if you feel like giving us another update. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are.